Hello year 9s, welcome to Mr. Chen classroom. So today in maths, we're going to continue with Pythagoras theorems. So the lesson objective is we should be able to use the formulas of Pythagoras theorem to solve more complex questions by the end of these videos. Alright, so if you can remember from last videos, I introduced you guys on the Pythagoras formulas and also the proof. Okay, so if you still remember, can you quickly pause these videos and write down what is the formulas for Pythagoras theorem? So the formulas for Pythagoras theorems is c squared equal to a squared plus b squared. Okay, c squared equal to a squared plus b squared. C squared equal to a squared plus b squared. So these all three of the example that you are looking at the moment are questions that are able to be used and solved with Pythagoras theorems, and each of these has an unknown. So let me put the unknown. Forgot to put that one. So there are three unknowns lengths that you need to look for and solve. So let's start with the first one. So the first one is pretty much a right angle triangle, and the hypotenuse is given, okay, which is the C, and the other one of the shoulder side is given, okay. So I'm gonna make that a B if you would like. So when you look at this, you know these two are already given. So you are just asked to solve for A. So let's do it. So C squared. So C is 10. So 10, and then you have to write 10 squared, and A squared, you don't know what they are, but you do know A is X. So that means you put an X squared. Plus B. B is 6. So 6 squared. So what you're gonna do next is you have to expand the numbers. You have to square them up. 10 squared is 10 times 10, which is 100. And x squared is still x squared. And 6 squared is 36. Okay, so once you got to here, you just need to isolate that numbers. Okay, isolate that numbers, which is 100 equal to x squared plus 36, and to get rid of 36 plus 36, you minus 36, and you have to do it on both sides. Okay, so that means minus 36 on that, and equal to 36 minus 36. Sorry, I should use this number, 36. So that is gone. So that is gone. Okay, which leave you with 100 minus 36, which is 64, equal to x squared. So x squared, you move them around, x squared is equal to 64. Move them the other way around. 64 equal to x squared, that means x squared is equal to 64. And then you it's not done yet, you have to square root that, because to get rid of the square. So square root that, and then you have to square root both sides. So you have to, if you don't know your square roots, you have to use calculator to square root 64, which is 8. Okay, so 8 centimeters. So that means, in conclusion, x is equal to 8 centimeters. So that is done. I want you to take a minute and pause the videos and look at the next two questions. are you able to identify a right angle triangle in there? So if you can, that means you are able to solve it with Pythagoras theorems. So the first one is yes, you can. So that is your right angle triangle right there. And the next one is here. If you look a bit, look for it, it will be right there. That is your right angle triangle. So that means you are looking for the K, and which is the hypotenuse. Okay, so let's do this one first. So again, we use the formula c squared equal to a squared plus b squared, and you are actually looking at the hypotenuse, which is c, and the two side is given. Shoulder side, which is 2 centimeters and 4 centimeters. So hypotenuse is not given in this case, which is c squared. We're gonna keep writing that. And a squared, we're gonna make this a, okay, and make that b. It doesn't matter, you can go either way. So a here is 2, so 2 squared, and b squared is b here is 4, so 4 squared. So that means c squared equal to 2 squared is 4, 4 squared is 16, and then c will be 20. C squared equals to 20. Okay, and you have the square root 20, which is square root that 20. So square roots of 20, you can it will end up with decimal points. So I'm gonna quickly use calculator to make sure I'm not wrong. So square roots of 20 will be 4.47, 2 decimal place. Okay, 2 decimal place, 2 decimal numbers. So that will be your x. So at the end, your x is equal to 4.47 centimeters. Okay, and off to the last one. And erase that. You can go back to the videos and look at it. Okay, so because we don't have enough space, so c here is 4.47, 2 decimal place. So last one, let's go. Last one, go to screen. So last one is a bit more tricky. It involves what we call composite shape. So composite shape pretty much means you have a combination of two or more different shapes together, which in this case you have a rectangle and you have a right angle triangle. Okay, so when you look at a rectangle, you can tell it is a rectangle because you have 90 degree here and 90 degree here. So that means if you put a 90 degree there, it will be literally a rectangle. So, and you got 10 here, you got 12 here, but you have 15 here. 15 here, it is slightly longer. Okay, bear in mind it include the length of one of the shoulder side of right angle triangle. So that means 15 you have to take 12, which will be from here to here it is 3 centimeters. Okay, it is 3 centimeters. And obviously in rectangle, 2 of the side will be the same, so that means here will be 10 centimeters as well. So straight away you will notice that the shorter side of the right angle triangle, both sides are given, so that means you can solve for the hypotenuse. So we are trying to solve for this one. Okay, so c is not given, but C here, let me remind you, C here represent by K, okay, because look at that. So K will move down here, so become K, again square, equal to A square. I'm gonna make this an A, and that's a B, okay, to make it easier. So A will be 10 square, and B will be 3 square. So K square is equal to 10 square is 10 times 10 is 100. 3 square is 3 times 3 is 9. So K square will end up be 109. And bear in mind we have to square root that. So let's square root that. So square roots of 109 will be, use your calculator, 10.44. So K equal to 10.44. What is the unit? Centimeters. So we're done with that one. So that is how you solve Pythagoras theorems using the formulas, and these are the more complex question that you will come across soon. So feel free to go back to the videos and watch it again if you are confused, or if you need to ask me any question during lesson, please write them down. Thank you.